Right. So for the second half, I decided to continue working on Chrome. Okay. So here, second half, where of course we can have any other similar AI tools. But what you see here right now is ChatGPT, which I ask for generating a mock data set. Okay. So I just included or uploaded my Hierarch dataset which I had during session one. So I just included this for so that ChatGPT would have a reference on what exactly the dataset that I'm looking for or would look like. Okay. So right. So based on what I provided, it generated this dataset. Okay. IoT disaster hazard mock dataset. Right. Now, I also ask it to generate um what do you call this? Code for Colab, running a Colab. Okay, I had some iterations. Okay, so basically this code will monitor or display an interactive IoT disaster monitoring dashboard, right? Specifically, it shows a control chart with forecasting and alert assessment, right? So I copied that, of course, just go to Colab, create a new notebook, of course. In a cell, I pasted the code, but I separated the first half, this one. Okay, I already ran this one in advance because it takes a while, because it's importing. This is the part that imports the necessary libraries for running the code. Okay, and then the rest of the codes are on the second half. And click the run button. So as you can see, it's loading. You may wonder why it takes a while, because this part actually asks us to import our file. Okay, so here I'm going to import my mock dataset that I generated using ChatGPT. So, um, by the way, in reality, we don't do this. We don't do mock dataset. Um, we generate our environmental data using IoT systems, like what we had discussed earlier. Okay, so let me zoom in or have it in full screen. Right. So right now, the code allows me to select which monitoring system would I view. Okay. For example, Typhoon. We can we have this result. Okay. All right. So we have this. This is what we call a control chart. So control chart is basically statistical tool to help us determine whether we are still on a safe level or not. Okay. So this one specifically monitors wind speed. Okay. So in terms of meters per second. Okay. I'm not sure meters per second or miles per second. Uh, most likely meters per second. Because kph kilometers per hour. Um, so the control chart basically involves the actual data, the observed data, the one that our IoT system has measured or collected. Okay, so we have the center line, our mean. So the average of all these samples um, from 0 to 5, around 550. Okay, because the next 50 are actually forecast data, the one that we have generated based on these 550 samples. So in reality, we can have one sample per minute, right? So it depends on your goal. Okay, so in this case, for example, it collects one sample per minute. Okay, so meaning if we have 550 samples, that means we have data for the past 550 minutes, which is around 9 hours, I think. Uh, divided by 60. So almost Yeah, around 9 hours. Okay. So um we had the mean, okay, so it's around slightly above 40, so around 42 or 43. And then based on our baseline data, okay, which is not this one, we have the UCL, or the upper control limit, and the lower control limit. So usually we are more concerned of the upper control limit. We don't want the wind speed to be too much. Okay. So, as of now, we don't see any out of control parts. There are no observed data that has went beyond our upper control limit. So that's a good thing. So meaning um this one refers to a safe scenario. Okay. And out of our past data, the system was able to forecast. Okay. Well, it was able to predict um, the average, um, um, what do you call it? Values for the next 50 samples. Okay. The average is around, slightly around the original one. So it is expected to increase a bit, but not much. Okay. So, with that, we have this summary of our monitoring, okay, latest reading, and so on. Forecast variation, we have 30 samples, and so on. Okay, for the samples, meaning we only have 30 samples. Okay, we don't, not 50. Um, and then, okay, as you can see, it's normal because it's within, it's near the mean, or the typical value. Okay, so it's slightly, just slightly above the typical value. Okay, and of course, way below the upper control limit. Okay, now, we also have descriptive statistics if you want to analyze more, and these details. And lastly, we have this current alert index 28.4. So not that much, meaning it could correspond to advisory actions only. Okay, at least we just let everyone know that currently we are having a 28.4 alert index, which is which means safe. All right. So um I think guess um this would be all for um our collab part. And for the last part, I'm just going to quickly show um okay, I can no longer show this one because it's on the other browser. Okay, for the next session, we're going to see how we can make use of AI tools to come up with instant dashboards that can help us for not just for preparedness, but more importantly for having a rapid um instant response to any disaster occurrence. Okay, so I think that would be all for this session. Thank you very much for listening. I hope you have learned something. Let us know if you'd like, if you need more clarifications on this. Okay, so feel free to explore the given examples. We will share the links to them in the comment section right after this live stream. So, okay, thank you.